Alright guys, right, let's get straight into it. Bit of a different one this week. I'm going to go over the trades quickly, and then after that I'm going to talk about a psychological battle that you'll all come across, and I'm currently experiencing myself in chart analysis, which is not ideal, and I'm going to then go through what I'm going to do to overcome that. So right, I'll get rid of my face for now and we'll go through the charts. So last week I only had one trade go live in chart analysis, and unfortunately it ended in a loss, which is part of the problem for me because it wasn't a loss on my personal account, and I'll get into that shortly. So anyway, the EA, we had the 146 area, actually did 30 pips in round number, but I entered slightly above, did about 28, and it reversed and hit the price that I no longer wanted to be in the trade. So for chart analysis, so I was actually at a funeral and I came out and it had all played out. So you know, as people who know me, I'm a levels trader mainly, so I had a second buy there, and so the first buy came into drawdown, the second one got hit and price moved up, and the original entry also did some decent pips. I think it was 70, yeah, about 70 pips. So, and then eventually the third level hit. So the way I trade is that if one level gets smashed, then I will definitely take the next one. But because I wasn't on screen, I couldn't forward the actions that I was taking. So anyway, that is what it is. Another one which I said I wasn't interested in, annoyingly. So I said I wasn't interested in this 50 fib level and this key level. Reason being that I wanted this level with the EMA. I thought price would get here, so I was just trying to be play it too safe, I guess, for chart channel. Again, it's another one of the issues that I'm going to cover shortly. So that actually gave 150 pips down to the trend line, so it would have played out perfectly, but I stated that I wasn't interested in it. So I guess a lot of inexperienced traders in the channel would have copied off me and not gone for that zone, when obviously hindsight's a wonderful thing and it would have played out nicely. But I don't want to talk about that too much yet. I just want to get into the trades that I took. So I had Aussie New Zealand, but I didn't put it into chart channel because we had a pound New Zealand dollar sell at around the same time, and it was to be honest, it was a last second decision to take the trade. I saw a price up there, so I took it, and it worked. But the chart should have been in chart analysis. I shouldn't have avoided sending it because there was another setup nearby on a different pair. Everybody's an adult. They should, they pay to see my charts, so I should just send them. So that played out nicely, and then we had a pound yen buy, so I went for the level here, this one, yeah, with the 3 wicks, and that worked pretty well. So and then I also cashed the pound Aussie dollar that we took last week, so that was there when pound New Zealand dollar also hit the level. I held onto pound Aussie. Bye. So yeah, that was my trade. So the only trade I had live in chat analysis goes down as a loss. And even though it did react to the number, the price, the spot prices I gave, unfortunately it didn't play out. So that one was a loss. So let me get into the good stuff now. The changes that I need to make for my trading in chart channel. So the way I set up as a trader is I'll come back. Do my analysis on the weekend, and then every morning I update. And then when price hits my zones, I take trades from them. And then at the end of the week and month, I review the trades from those zones. And then for the last few years, it's generally just been, at the end of the month, it's been, oh, brilliant, I'll just carry on doing what I'm doing. So with what I recommend to other traders who are struggling is I see people cherry picking trades, so they'll think that this trade isn't good, but then straight away I tell people we don't think. This is why banks use algorithms, because they do the thinking for people, because we as humans, we can't think well enough to take money from the financial markets. We do our thinking when we do our chart analysis, our technical analysis on a Sunday, and updating on a daily basis. So when a zone hits, you take the trade and then you assess the data that you collate over time. But then when you start thinking and cherry picking, it ruins the strategy. So with pound Canadian dollar here, I thought that the 50 EMA and this level here was going to be reached and it'd be a better play. That's not how I trade personally, though. I feel like I'm being too safe and too cautious, because it's other traders who are they're learning to become traders, and I'm just trying to give them the best play that I can see, when that isn't what I do as a trader. So how I'm going to get over that is, it's a new month tomorrow. Every single zone I chart up will be taken as a trade. So, and then at the end of the month we'll collect the data, and then we'll see what happened with my trades in chart analysis. And I didn't actually realise that I'd started doing this, and it's just over the past few months when we started looking at the data. And then all of the zones that I send, 85% of the zones that I send work, which is my hit rate for my own personal trading account. But the trades that I say that I feel people should take, the hit rate isn't very high on them, because I'm thinking about what I feel would be the better trades. So you've got to make it as a mechanical process as possible. So you completely remove the thinking out of it, and you let the strategy work for you. So the more you cherry pick the trades, the worse your results will be. So the only way that you can cherry pick trades is by having a few months worth of data, and then you'll see a certain setup, a couple of confluences. Maybe they're not working for you. Maybe the hit rate on those is below 50%. So you can remove them from your setups. So that's when you do your thinking, your data analysis, and when you're charting. They're the only two times you think. So when you have two zones that are on a chart, you don't think that I won't take this one because I don't think this one will work. You take them both, and then if it happens that they both work, then brilliant. Or if one works, then you can add that to your data analysis at the end and see which one works. So I've let this creep in, and I know exactly how it's happened, because I've learned a lot about my own personality since I become a trader, and it's that I I really don't care about my own individual trades, because I know over time they they'll be profitable. But because this is, somebody else's business and somebody else's trades, I I have a feeling of like an almost emotional attachment to it, because I want it to be successful. So I've gone from not caring about individual trades to caring about every single trade, because I want people to profit from them. And I need to really stop that, because that isn't how you trade. That is not a trader's mindset. So see a not I wanted to say a more aggressive approach to my trading in chart channel, but it's not an aggressive approach. It's just exactly how I trade. So we just need to get the charts in. Take All trading is a collection of data ongoing. It's not even about making profit. The trades give you data for you to analyze and then optimize. So you can't think about trading as being, making money off individual trades. You've got to look at it as you're just collating data over time, and then you're optimizing that. And then a byproduct of that is profit and success and freedom and everything else that you desire. So you've really just got to be as mechanical as you can and methodical, and things will play out well. So I've got basically two personalities going on at the moment, a Jekyll and a Hyde of, I don't care what happens with my own individual trades, and I take them, and it's all working fine. But then I've got chart analysis, and I'm cherry picking trades, and when I have a loser, then I might think, oh, I can't take this next trade now because it's a substandard sort of zone. It's what I would class as a weaker zone looking at my data, so I'll cancel that, and then that one works. So you've really got to just chart the zones up and take the trades, and that's the only way that you can get satisfaction and what's the word, accountability, because accountability is an important thing. So you're not pitting your own thoughts, and you're not pitting your thoughts against the market. Like, I think this is going to work, I think this won't work. Like I said, we that's why banks use algorithms, because the human brain can't pit itself against the financial market. So you're going to see maybe a lot more mechanical now in chart analysis. The charts will be sent, and then we assess the data as the month goes along, and then we see how it goes. But that's it. Like I said, it was a bit of a quick one this week, and then a lot of me talking about a bit of an issue that I'm having at the moment and how I'm going to resolve it. And I know I went through the same thing when I first started trading as well, so I know that a lot of new traders will be going through the same thing. So no cherry picking. You take your trades, you collect the data, you adjust accordingly. So that's what you need to do from now on, and myself as well. So I'll do another video in a month's time, after the exercise is done, with if it worked or if it didn't, but I know for a fact it'll work. So I will do another video and with the results on that. But remember, trade safe this week, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.